Whenever it gets dark out, my eyes start to hurt.
Why the fuck?
Dude, werewolves are way cooler. I'm being honest. Like this isn't even because I'm a furry. It's just werewolves are fucking awesome.
Uh,
What do you mean?
I don't think so. Because, like, you need specific requirements to kill a vampire, but, like, just fill a werewolf with a little bit of lead and it's fucking dead.
No, you need to use silver against a werewolf.
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's like the whole thing. You have to use silver on it.
But, I mean, still, even if I have to use silver to kill it, I could cripple it with regular bullets, like in its kneecaps.
You can do that with a vampire.
No, they turn into bats. They fly away.
Dude, are you telling me your aim is so shit that you can't hit a bat with a fully automatic?
I'm not. I'm saying I don't have. I'm not saying I have a full automatic in this situation. Because if I did, I would definitely be able to hit it. I'm saying I have like a handgun in this situation.
Well, then you're just crippling yourself for no reason.
Well, where would I get an automatic from?
Well, okay, even if you have a fucking handgun, let's say you have the most common handgun, which is a Glock 19. That still has a fully automatic setting.
No.
Yeah, Glocks are fully automatic,
Oh, still,
which
you
is
need,
like
you need a
Glocks are.
stake. To kill a vampire, you need a stake.
Yeah,
Stake,
but like you said,
garlic.
you can cripple it with bullets. Dude, this is
Yeah,
like
but
this is
it turns into a vampire. Fuck it. The vampire, it turns into a bat and it flies away.
then shoot its fucking wings off.
Bats are fast. You can't easily hit a bat with the
But like really though, werewolves are way better because
they're ugly.
vampires. Yeah, well, at least I wolves are better than bats. I'm just saying.
I think bats are actually cooler because they can
Okay, well, this
fly.
leads into an entire different argument. Bats, kind of stupid. I mean, they only come out at night, and the other times they hang upside down. They pee all over
So do
themselves.
werewolves. So do
Dude,
werewolves.
dude, bats pee on themselves when they hang upside down. Do you want to support that?
That's based. I support it. I don't judge.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, wolves, they're even cooler. They don't just fly around biting things. No, they jump around and they kill things. They eat meat and
And
shit.
they like to step in bear traps.
Well, that's because bear traps aren't natural, so they wouldn't know what a bear trap is. So they wouldn't
That's
know how
because
to avoid it.
they're unintelligent.
Well, still, wolves are way cooler because wolves
No.
gave us dogs. Wolves gave us
I
dogs.
don't
What
give
did
a fuck.
bats give
I don't
us?
give a fuck about dogs. I don't give a fuck about
Bats gave
dogs.
us dog shit. Bats gave us no fuck all. They gave us nothing.
Bats gave us Crobat from Pokemon.
Yeah, that's like the worst Pokemon, dude.
No, what do you mean it's the worst Pokemon?
Dude, okay, bats, the only thing bats gave us was echolocation. Everything else is just useless. Wow, wolves gave us tons and tons of dogs,
Echolocation
and
is cool.
echolocation is not cool. You just screaming into a void and hoping it bounces back at you. That's stupid. Stupid and idiotic.
No.
That's not a long-term solution.
Well, listen. To see in the dark. Alright, how are you gonna do that if you don't have a light source on you? Use echolocation, alright? You scream, and then your sound waves will bounce off that object that you're trying to find, or whatever it is that you're trying to find. And they'll come back to you, and you'll go in the direction they came from.
Yeah, okay. Well, wolves have night vision. They can see in the dark really well. So, which is better?
They can't see in the dark if they get their face clamped off by a bear trap.
Yeah, well, bats can't fucking echolocate if I rip their vocal cords out.
You can't rip their vocal cords out because they're in the air. You won't be able to reach them.
Kid named Harpoon Gun.
You don't have a harpoon gun.
Okay,
Also,
well, let's just say hypothetically I did have a harpoon gun.
that's like the least viable gun you could use in this kind of situation. It's a
Well,
harp.
okay, I'll just get a fucking birdshot 12 gauge shotgun and I'll shoot it out of the fucking air.
You're not gonna be able to hit it because the pellets are gonna like go all around except for at the bat because it's in the air. It's far away. That's a close range weapon.
Have you never heard of a clay pigeon?
What, a slug?
No, clay pigeons are discs of like like fucking whatever plates are made out of. They're basically just plates, but you throw them in the air and you use shotguns to shoot them down to train your accuracy.
That's stupid. Why would you use a close range weapon for far range?
Well, shotguns have a lot of range. Video games just nerfed them so that you couldn't hit enemies from like half across the map.
Still, bats are probably higher than your stupid clay pigeons. You probably throw a clay pigeon at like frisbee height, while bats are all up in bird height. You know, like caca and all that.
Yeah, well, let's say I go bird hunting and I look up, I can still shoot the bird out of the sky.
No, you won't. They're too high up.
Dude, birdshot is literally used for bird hunting and it's a shotgun caliber.
How you go? How? Why though? That's useless because shotguns can't shoot that far. Birds are up in the
Yes,
air.
they can. Shotguns can shoot really far. Yes, they
No.
can. They have a
No.
lot of accuracy.
No.
You just don't want to learn the truth, dog.
Shotguns are close range, so they can't hit things that are in the air.
Shotguns are close range in video games. Everywhere else, they're pretty far distance. They could use them at like medium to short range.
Yeah, yeah. Birds are still like really way farther than medium range, buddy. They're like.
Well, then what would you use to shoot
The
birds out of the
trees.
air? What would you use? What would you use?
I would use a Springfield rifle.
Springfield, really? Well, whatever.
Shut up.
Well, still, shotguns have a wider spread and they shoot more bullet,
Yeah,
so you'd be
the
able to
spread-
hit
the
a bird
spread
more
would make it
accurately.
harder to hit the bird. The spread would make it harder.
Yeah, well, no matter what, it's still getting filled with fucking lead.
No,
You're
it
just
won't
gonna
get
say
hit.
that
It
the
won't get
bird.
hit.
Ah, okay. Listen, there is a rock like 20 meters away from you. So you take out a shotgun and you shoot it at it, and the bullets, the pellets, shoot at the rock and hit the rock. Even though it's still a small amount of pellets, it's still gonna do damage because it's fucking molten hot lead shooting into your body.
Yeah, but it won't hit the bird because like the bird is moving through the air. The pellets.
Yeah.
The pellets can't catch up.
Dude, oh my god, you're actually so fucking
What
stupid.
do you mean?
Ah, this is why I hate being such a fucking gun nerd. 'Cause I have to deal with people like you.
The fuck? I didn't do anything.
Well, shotguns are only close range. Shotguns are only close range.
They are.
No, you can use a shotgun from far. Have you ever heard of a 4 gauge? You ever heard of a 4 gauge?
Have you ever heard of these nuts?
A 4 gauge is a shotgun. Is a shotgun that shoots 4 pellets only. It only shoots
That just makes
4
it.
pellets.
That just makes it less likely to hit the bird.
Yes, but the pellets are bigger and cause more damage.
How big? Are we
So it's a trade-off.
How big? How big are we talking?
Like decent sized rock.
That's not. That's pretty vague.
Like okay, it's just decently. It's a solid rock type size.
It's a salt. What?
It's like a rock basically. That's like the only way I can
No
describe
shit.
it.
Like a
It's
regular sized rock. What do you mean?
Yeah, like okay, do a little circle with your fingers.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah.
That big.
That's cruel. Why would you ever make that? Why would you distribute that to the people?
War.
Yeah, but that's war.
Yeah, well, 12 gauge is called 12 gauge because it shoots 12 pellets, and 20 gauge is called 20 gauge because it
Okay,
shoots
so
20 bullets.
what are the is the 4 gauge is like are the bullets like the size of a golf ball? Is that it?
Yeah, kind of, I
That's
believe.
inhumane. But it still wouldn't hit the bird though, because it's less bullets.
Well, yeah, but like if you get 20 gauge birdshot, that's like 20 pellets that were specifically crafted to kill birds.
Yeah.
Uh, you would hit it because it was made
No, you
for that
wouldn't.
purpose.
No, you wouldn't.
You have to be fucking with me at this point. I can't believe you're this fucking
Dude,
stupid.
look, dude, you. All right, you shoot at the bird, right? The bullets, they're going towards its current position, but the bird is still flying, so it's going to fly
Yeah, dude,
past,
you
and
you
the
lead
bullets,
you lead the bird.
the bullets are going to keep flying in its previous position, but the bird's going to keep flying the other way, and the bullets are just not going to hit it.
Yeah, but that's why you lead. You lead your target.
You lead it.
Yeah, you aim to where you think it's gonna be, and then you shoot.
Oh, what if the bird has like epitaph?
What does that mean?
It's an time ability in JoJo where you can see the future.
Well, that's not realistic, so I'm not counting it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, being able to hit a bird flying at 50 miles an hour is realistic.
Yeah, it is, because people
No,
do
it's
it all the
not.
fucking time.
They're cheating
You
then.
ever heard of duck season?
They're
You ever heard of
cheating.
duck season? I'm not
They shoot
cheating.
those ducks when they're in ponds already. They shoot the ducks
No,
when they're
they're
not
not.
in the air.
When you shoot the duck in the pond, they start flying off, so you have to start shooting them out of the air.
No, you listen. They gang up on the ducks and they shoot them all in the pond before they can fly away. That's how duck season works.
That's not how duck season
Yeah, it
works.
is.
That is not how it works.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
You're
is.
you're an
Yeah.
idiot. You're an idiot, stupid baby child.
Ad hominem. Next argument.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, then let's say you're right, and you shoot at the bird, and it flies out of it. You still have more shells to shoot at the bird.
It'll still avoid it though, because you're doing the same thing over and over again.
Well, fucking you absolutely hate the idea of that someone can aim slightly farther away from the bird to hit it.
The
So
bird
this is the
has
only argument I fucking have.
the bird has sense. It can avoid the bullets if someone's trying to shoot in
Dude,
front of it.
bullets aren't a natural thing, so birds don't know how to
It
avoid
has
bullets.
instincts, like Ultra Instinct Goku.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Birds
it
are
does.
stupid.
No, they have Ultra
Birds are
Instinct.
idiots.
They have Ultra Instinct like Goku.
No, okay, you see birds jumping around in a parking lot at like
Birds do not
Wendy's.
jump
What do
around.
you see birds running around at a parking lot at Wendy's. What do you think they're trying to do? You think they're running around because they
I think they're
like on
looking.
the
I
concrete?
think they're looking for bread.
Exactly. They're looking for bread because they got used to the fact that people would go there and throw the bread at them. But since bullets aren't a thing people throw at birds all the time, they won't know that a bullet is gonna hit them.
That they would, but like it's not on their own intuition. It's the instinct. It's the instinct that knows something's coming, so they dodge it.
Birds don't have to dodge from things most of the time, so they wouldn't know.
They swerve out the way. That's what I mean. They swerve.
Have you ever played the game Duck Season?
I have. It's unrealistic. Duck season is unrealistic.
How is it unrealistic? Explain. Explain to me how it's
Because you're
unrealistic.
able to hit the birds even though you're aiming in like in the same place.
Well, fucking dude, you are such an idiot.
What the
I
fuck?
can't actually form an argument against you because you're gonna go, no, they have instincts. No, they do this. No, they do that. Dude, how
Dude,
about how
just
about
admit
you
you're
go
wrong. Just admit
outside?
you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Yeah, you are.
I'm literally not wrong.
Yeah, yeah, you
You
are.
could Google any of the things I've said this entire time, and I would be right.
I don't want to.
Exactly, because you're wrong. You know
I
you're wrong. You're
don't.
just fucking with me. You're fucking
I'm
with.
not
I know
wrong.
you're
I'm
fucking
not.
with me. I know
I'm,
you're fucking with me. I
I'm
know you're fucking
not.
with me.
This is a serious.
You're fuck. You're doing this
This
on
is a
purpose. You're
serious
doing this on
debate. I'm not
purpose.
fucking with you.
Oh my god.
How did this go from fucking vampires and werewolves?
To birds and the logic of shooting them. Dude, you know the old phrase two birds with one stone. How do you think they did that? They aimed and they led the birds so they would hit them both with the rock.
a phrase because it's inaccurate.
Okay. Okay.
It's like you lead a horse to water, but it won't drink, but it will drink because it's thirsty, so it's wrong.
Okay. Okay. Going back to the going back to the original argument of vampires and werewolves because we've gotten a bit sidetracked here. If you shoot a werewolf with a slug, it's not gonna do anything because you have to use silver on it. But if you shoot like a vampire, okay, hold on, no, wait. Before I go on, what type of transforming into to bat are we doing here? Is it like if their arm gets like broken, they won't be able to use one of their wings? Is this what we're talking about here?
No, their forms are completely different, not linked in any way.
Okay, well then fucking if you tie the vampire down and he turns into a bat and all the rope falls, you kind of fucked. That's what we're talking about here, right? Or like if I stabbed a vampire in his arm, the wing of the bat would be fine.
Yeah, that.
Okay, okay. Shit, this doesn't make any sense then. Because if their forms are completely different, how does the vampire turn into the bat?
He takes the form of a nearby bat. He turns into it. So if that bat's not injured, then he'll be fine. That's how it works.
Oh, so it's kind of like mind control?
But yeah, he copies the body of the bat.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then okay. Well, vampires. I'm gonna completely bring up something you can't worm your way out of. Vampires, canonically, cannot enter a house they have not been given permission to enter, while werewolves can just walk in because they don't care. See?
Why can't they go in a house they're not allowed to?
Well, if a vampire has to ask permission to go inside of a house, I don't know. That's just like canon logic for some fucking reason.
That's fucking. I think. I think that just came from the fan and wiki, and you're pulling that out of your ass.
No, no, that was in like a fucking Are You Afraid of the Dark story. That can't be a lie. Talking about werewolves that are like sentient, like can think for themselves and are like just awesome.
And I like actual animals.
They're like no, they're like still people. They turn into wolves randomly every full moon.
Ah.
So let's say that, and like they're still like normal people, but just wolf.
Then they'd have
Wouldn't
to hide themselves every full moon from like their loved ones and such. They'd have to hide themselves to keep the
I
secret.
mean it really isn't that hard. You just sit in your room all night.
Yeah, but what if you're discovered? The United States military is gonna come after you, and they're gonna experiment on you.
Well, yeah, that's just because fucking all this horror media stuff keeps saying that werewolves eat people and shit.
Wait, are you saying that the like werewolves are actually chill and they don't do that?
Well, if we're talking about werewolves that are still basically people but just turn into wolves every full moon, then yes, I am saying that.
Like, I think the most common depiction is that they turn into mindless beasts that feast on a
Exactly.
feast upon anything
And
they
the
see.
only reason that people would be afraid of them is because of all the depictions in media of them attacking people for no reason. So they would want to hide themselves every full moon for like no reason,
They would hide
even though
themselves
they don't
inside.
really
They would
have
hide
to.
themselves inside of the bunkers.
Oh, true.
Yeah, but
And then like,
then that gets really lonely, and they'd actually die of starvation. Because like
well,
they're closing themselves in, and as a werewolf, they don't know how to open that shit. They're stupid. They're mindless, so they don't know
well,
how.
no, because I'm talking about the werewolves that are still technically people, but they're just a wolf now. They still have like human
Well,
thought and stuff.
their paws or whatever the fuck, it'd be too big to properly punch in the code to leave and get food, so they die of starvation inside of the bunker.
Well, no, because after the full moon, you revert back to human.
So you'd be too malnourished to be able to move properly, and then you die.
It's just one night of being a werewolf, dude. It's not like
You'd be
you're stuck down there.
malnourished. You'd be malnourished.
How?
Cause you
Explain.
haven't eaten all night. You haven't eaten all night.
Well, yeah, but it takes 3 days for a human to starve to death. Or for a human, no, it takes like a week or two for a human to starve to death. It takes 3 days of
You
dehydration.
still be really weak. You'd be really weak after not eating for like a good while, and then you wouldn't be able to move properly, and you couldn't open the door to leave.
Well, werewolves, like, it's only 12 hours of being a wolf out of the one full moon a month.
Then you wouldn't eat during that 12 hours.
Yeah, dude, do you eat during the middle of the night?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Normal people don't.
Why?
So, because that's just you're wasting food because you're not doing anything with those calories.
What am I supposed to do with those calories? Play with them?
No, you only have to eat food when you need energy. Like that's why we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Well, I don't need energy. I don't do anything.
Exactly. So you don't need to eat that much.
So let's say that mindset is with the wolf, the guy turning into a werewolf. He just ate dinner, like 3 hours ago, and now he's turned into a wolf and locked himself in the bunker. And now he's starving. The night goes by. He's really skinny now, and his ribs are showing. He tries to crawl to the door
It
to put in
it
the
doesn't
code.
take it doesn't take one night for your bones to start showing through your skin, dude.
For these guys don't eat much. They don't eat much because they're afraid of their primal self. Their
Yeah,
form.
because of all the fucking horror media. It's because of
Yeah,
big media, dude.
they're scared. They're scared of themselves, so they starve themselves over the course of like weeks. But like they eat sometimes. But one night while they're in the bunker, they just completely shut down, and now they're fully malnourished, and their ribs are showing, and they can't
Well,
crawl to the
no, it's
door,
because
and they
this
die.
is a complete this is like just a random scenario. You're not just gonna not eat for like 2 weeks
This
at a
is an
time.
accurate scenario.
No, because dude, werewolves are awesome, all right? And just because you're no, listen, just because you're turned into a werewolf one day out of the entire month doesn't mean you would starve yourself for like no
You would
reason.
be depressed.
You would still want to like
You would starve yourself because you're depressed. Like I don't want to
well,
do this. I don't want to do
sure,
this.
sure, but I mean, like you're depressed, you still go on.
That's because I'm better than everyone.
Exactly. So werewolves, if they have the same mindset, they'd not starve
No one
themselves.
has the same mindset as me because mine is canonically the best. All right, they're not allowed to
I
have the same
would.
mindset as me.
If I was a fucking werewolf, I would be awesome, and I'd be like, oh, this is sick, and
You
I
would,
would be happy.
you would be the type to show your wolf form, out in public, and then you'd get shot by the government.
No, no, you ever see the movie Teenage Werewolf?
What the fuck is that?
Okay, it's this movie about this guy who's like a teenager, and when he becomes a teenager, he like finds out he's a werewolf because like it only comes out when he's a teenager or whatever the fuck. I don't care. And his parents are like, "Oh, I didn't expect you to turn this fast. Yeah, we're werewolves." And he's like, "Oh, dang it! Now I gotta hide it from everyone." But then during his basketball game, yes, his basketball game, he turns into a werewolf and he wins, and everyone celebrates and they're all happy because he won the game. But he still looks kind of like weird, but like they don't care because he won the game like that, and everyone's really happy, and so he keeps doing it.
But that's not the U.S. government, because if that was the U.S. government, they would shoot him.
Well, that's because no, the U.S. government would probably just take him and experiment on him,
Well,
like
yeah,
they
but
do with things they don't
that's
know.
still a terrible fate.
Well, ultimately, I believe that most people who would be a werewolf would be like, okay, it's just one day out of the month that I can't show myself to anyone.
What do
I
you mean?
will
What do you mean
just
one day?
hide. There's only a full moon one day out of the month.
No.
Or yeah, because it goes full moon and then it goes to new moon
Why not the old moon?
because the old moon is the full moon is the old moon, and the new moon is the new moon cycle, like starting.
New gen moon.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. God fucking damn it. But anyway, werewolf. Okay, wait. Okay, no. My argument still stands because vampires can't do anything while the sun is out, but werewolves can. They can take advantage of all 24 hours of the day.
Yeah, but vampires, they can still
Okay,
do that.
wait.
They have internet and their big old castles and stuff. They have internet and
Okay,
they play
hold on,
Clash
I have
of
to.
Clans. They play Clash of Clans.
I have to go eat dinner. We'll continue this in a minute.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay.
We were talking about what they
Well,
do during the day, like during the whole day.
yeah. Well, since vampires have internet, they need to pay the internet bill. How'd they afford the internet bill if they can't go out during the day to work a job?
They have a home. They have a home job.
Well, that would make sense, yeah. But still, staying cooped up in a house all day, doing nothing, like while daylight burns, and then at the middle of the night you go out, there's nothing to do.
What?
You go out in the middle of the night, there's nothing to do.
Yeah, there is. You can chase women.
Well, let's say this vampire's nice, and he only does that if he wants blood. He's not gonna do that.
Then you would go to a convenience store, buy a There's plenty you could do at night. You could buy a slushie. You could go to the theaters. You could watch a nice movie. Then you could
Are
go
theaters
home.
open at night?
Yeah, they're open at night all the time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you go to
Well,
Seven
okay,
Eleven.
all the things you're bringing up cost money. And as I recall, there's not really that many home jobs you could do that would give you that type of money.
Influencer.
I think that would be a bad idea if he's a vampire, dude.
You can just not make it obvious. Like the only thing that says he's a vampire is his sharp teeth.
Okay, are we talking about vampires that have retractable teeth or not?
You can hide it. But
Yeah, retractable.
have you never pouted before? He can hide his
What?
teeth. He can hide his teeth that way. He can like cover it with his bottom lip.
Yeah, no, I know that, but like, are we talking about vampires that have retractable like teeth
No,
or?
like teeth that stay there.
Oh, okay. Well, then it would, yeah, you could like hide them
Yeah, or
behind your
you
lips.
could be a faceless YouTuber and just wear a mask.
True, but since vampires are like immortal, it would be pretty obvious that he's a vampire considering
Also,
the way he speaks.
to get money, You could at night you can just go and take people and sell their organs online.
Well, yeah, he isn't really using them. I can see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
But like with werewolves, if he like got a job, like a regular job, like at a convenience store or something, then he could request every full moon as like a break. He could say he could come up with an excuse for it, and then he'd be just living a normal life.
Why would bro even be working during the full moon even if he wasn't a werewolf?
Because overnight.
Well, yeah, but he would have to take like a like 10-hour long break cuz like the night lasts for a while. And they probably wouldn't tolerate that and he'd get fired.
Well, no, because with overnights you work all night and then you have the entire day off to like go sleep.
Well, yeah, but like he turns into a werewolf at night. So if you requested to get a take a break before he turned into a werewolf, then he would have to wait like 10 hours, and
Well, no, because
they
no,
wouldn't
he
tolerate
he
that.
could request the day off. He could request not to go into work.
Well, you can't do too many of those.
Well, yeah, but he could say it's like family stuff or like he's getting sick or
They're
something.
not gonna tolerate that. Like eventually, like they can be as lean as they want, but
Okay, okay, well
that's
let's
gonna put their company on the line if one of their
well
employees
let's
is
bring
just
up
gonna keep taking
let's bring up
breaks.
your argument then. He could be a this influencer.
Yeah, the vampire could be an influencer.
Yeah, well, so could the werewolf.
I probably yeah, but like we're arguing about how a vampire could get a job, not a werewolf, because they could just get like a day job and blend in there. They only turn at night.
Exactly. I don't. Well, with vampires, they're all like immortal and shit, and so they'd all be
Yeah,
like really, really old, so they wouldn't know how to work computers.
they could learn.
Ugh. I was talking with my family at dinner. I was like, which one do you guys think is better? And my mom brings up a porn comic she has.
Why?
My brother and father both agree with me that werewolves are cooler, and my grandma just didn't say anything about it.
They're lame then.
No, so tech
Did you
and
ever
my dad also,
you didn't mention any of my arguments as to why vampires are better.
well, I mean, I said he's making decent arguments, so I'm pretty sure they could fill in the blanks.
All right. All right, good.
But fucking, I don't know. I just think werewolves are better, honestly.
I disagree.
We just basically just had we had an entire did Schlatt win argument
We
in a
really
voice
did.
call.
We really did.
Jesus Christ.